Yes, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, you saw the title on the video. You saw the topic title of the video. You are very right. You are very correct. How I was a beggar in South Africa. How I became a beggar in that country. Remember, this is a country where ev everyone in Africa or in the world, they think it's a place of gold, where gold is flowing on the streets, where diamond is flowing in the streets, where platinum and palladium are busy lying around everywhere in that country. They say, in South Africa, it's like heaven. It's like heaven on earth. You find gold everywhere. You find diamond everywhere. You find palladium everywhere. You find platinum everywhere. This is what they say. People in Africa, even around the global world, they think money is everywhere in the streets. You can just walk in a street and you pick money. You can walk in any road, any street, in any village, in any location, in any ghetto, in any suburb, in any town, and you pick money. Just like that. This is what people think. People who have never been exposed to South Africa. People who have never went to South Africa. This is what they think. And I want to tell you right now, categorically speaking, that they are very wrong. Characteristically speaking, that they are very wrong. Very, very wrong. This is my story, how I became a beggar, and this is how it happened. In 2020, March 2020, I moved out of my campus. I moved out of my university. I was a university student doing my studies at this other university in East London, Eastern Cape Province. So we moved because of the lockdown, because of the COVID pandemic. We were given an order by the vice chancellor to move out of the university and go into town. And there's a lot of drama that happened on that day and on that night for us to move outside, out of, to move from campus to go into town. A lot happened, which is a story for another day, and I'm gonna leave it for now. It's a story for another day. Now, we went to this town and stayed on this other building, and I had a small money in my pocket. I had very small money in my pocket. I didn't have money. I was broke. A lot had happened before March 2020 in my life, financially and economically. A lot had happened in my life. I was broke. My world had fallen apart. Everything was just falling apart. Everything had crumbled down in my life. Then we went to this building in town together with the other international students or foreign students from Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, and other countries. And we went into town and stayed on this other building. While we were there, March 2020, because of the COVID pandemic and because of the lockdown, we I was there for 6 months, 7 months on that building. I was there. And I didn't have food. I didn't have clothing. Even a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone or a laptop computer as a student. No cell phone, no laptop or computer, no food, no clothing, proper phone or a proper laptop or a proper food, proper clothing I didn't have at that moment. I had nothing, which means I was so down to earth. I was just down on the ground in my life at that moment. And I started to beg for food. I started to ask for food to the guys or to the fellow students whom I was staying with in that building. Please give me tea, give me bread, give me coffee, help me with the 2 rand, help me with some money, help me, help me, help me. That was my life from March, end of March 2020, April, May, June, July, going forward for the next 6, 7 months. That was the lifestyle that I was living, begging, 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 asking, 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 crying, 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 crying. This was my life in that country, South Africa. Now, there was a time when the government of South Africa said, no, people can move around. So they lifted up some restrictions on movement. province to province, city to city, town to town. They lifted off some restrictions and said, no, people can move around. So at that time, I began to do some small movements. And whoever person that I knew at that moment, I was asking for money. If I happen to know you, either you are South African or you are from Ghana or from Nigeria or you are Zimbabwean like me, if I happen to know you from my campus, from my university, I was asking for money. Please help me. Give me 20 rand. Give me 2 rand. Give me 50 rand. Give me 100 rand. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Give me 200 rand. Give me 250 rand. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. Of course, all the money was going to my food because I had no food. I had no clothing. I had no cell phone. I had no computer. I was just literally on the ground. So this was my life of begging in South Africa. Begging, 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 asking, asking, asking. Always appealing to people. Crying for mercy, crying for mercy, crying for grace, crying for grace. And back in my room in that building, I would pray to God for miracles, for wonders to happen. I would pray to God. I would believe God. I would trust God in the day, in the night, for miracles to happen and for wonders to happen. Fortunately, some of the people were helping me at that building where I was staying with the other students. They're saying, okay, you can come to my room. There's tea. There's food. There's food. There's food. There's food. You can come to my room. There's bread. There's what? There's what? There's what? And I'll go to their rooms and eat food. And I was so happy. I'm like, God, thank you. Jehovah, thank you for providing. So this was my life. And things got worse because of the COVID pandemic and because of the national lockdown in South Africa and because of the global lockdown around the world. They added to my problems. They added to my suffering. They added to my struggling. That's how it happened. From March 2020, April, May, June, July, August, September, until somewhere around October, November. But before that, I was begging, I was asking. My lifestyle was based on begging, on asking things. Give me 2 rand, give me 3 rand, give me 5 rand, give me 50 rand, give me 100 rand. To any person that I know in that town or even in that building where I was staying, whether you're from Ghana, you're from Nigeria, you're from Zimbabwe, you're from Lesotho, you're from Swaziland, or Malawi, or Zambia, or Namibia, any country. If I happen to know you, I was just asking for money. So my life was reduced to that of a beggar, like a street kid in the streets asking for alms, helps, or donations. Like a street kid asking for food parcels, food packages. So, so if somebody talks about begging, I know begging. I understand begging very much because I was once there. I did it in my life. I can relate very well. Things to do with the begging or asking for help in terms of food. Give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. Things like that, they resonate very well with me because I was once there. Because I was once there. And this is my life. How I lived like a beggar in South Africa. And this is the kind of way people who have never been there. They think people are swimming in money, busy swimming in money, splashing money all over, flashing money all over. You see gold on the streets, diamond on the streets, palladium on the streets, or platinum, copper or silver, or bronze in the streets. They think, you see diamond lying everywhere in the village, in the suburbs, in the ghetto, in the locations. It's not like that. People are suffering in South Africa. People are struggling in South Africa. There's no gold anywhere. There's no diamond anywhere. There's no palladium anywhere. There's no tin, copper, bronze, cobalt, or whatever mineral, whatever gemstone anywhere. People are suffering. People are struggling in South Africa. And this is my story. How I became a beggar in 2020, March to April, to May, to June, to July, to August, to September, to November. That time period, I was like a beggar, like a mad person, like a street kid, because of food, because of clothing. I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't have a laptop or computer since I was a university student. And this was my life or my lifestyle for 6 to 7 months. And I remember another woman where I was staying in that building from another room on this other floor. The leader or the accommodation officer, she was used by God to help me on food. She would call me and say, come to my room and take a box of food. Come to my room and take a box of food. I think about 2 or 3 times. The woman who was responsible for the accommodation in that building, a South African woman, South African lady, she was used by Jehovah God to help me and bless me with food parcels, food packages. And she would call me, hey, Kudzi Madziro, come and take food. Kudzi Madziro, come and take food. Kudzi Madziro, come and take a box of food. And I would go there and collect and say, thank you very much, and say, I appreciate you very much. So this is my story. This is my story. What part of my story touched you? Have you ever fallen in the same situation like me? Have you ever fallen in the same condition like me? To be a beggar, somebody asking around for things for you to survive, like what I was doing in South Africa. What is your take? What is your comment? I'm signing out because I'm done talking. See you in the next episode, next video. Sharp.